Welcome once again to today's lesson. We have spoken a lot about aspirations. Today, our lesson will take us to ways by which we can be able to overcome the challenges that we face in order to achieve our aspirations in life. Ways of overcoming challenges of achieving aspirations in life. The following are some of the ways of overcoming the challenges of achieving one's aspirations in life. 1. You should avoid premarital sex. When I talk about premarital sex, what do I mean? All I mean is that you should be able to wait until you marry. Premarital sex is simply the rate at which you have sexual intercourse before marriage. And the advice I'll give under this point is that you should be able to remain chaste so that you can be able to achieve our aspirations in life. When I talk about chastity, it means that it talks about the total abstinence from any sexual related activity until you marry. When you keep away from any sexual related activity until you marry. So you should be able to remain chaste and not stick to premarital sex. This is the first point as to how we can be able to overcome the challenges that we go through that prevent us from achieving our aspirations in life. The second point I'll talk about is that you should be able to avoid bad groups and negative peer pressure. Yes, this point is also very, very necessary. All I will say about this is that we should be able to have confidence in our own selves so that we don't give ourselves to friends to be influenced in a negative manner. So if we have confidence in ourselves, we'll be able to overcome some of the challenges that we face in achieving our aspirations in life. And then the third point I'll talk about, I have skipped the third point. So the second, let's go back to the second point. And that talks about taking our studies seriously. This thing is a point that is well explained and then it's very clear. We should take our studies seriously. We should be by our books anytime, any day. And that is what will also make us achieve our aspirations in life. Let me come back to the fourth point. Having a career vision. We shall have a career vision. We set targets and then goals and objectives for ourselves as to what we want to become in future. So that if all these things are done, we will be able to achieve our aspirations in life. And then let me also speak about the third point, that is counseling. Counseling is simply taking advice from responsible adults or intellectuals and so on and so forth. So far as we are young and are yet to grow to make our aspirations come to pass, we need to take advices from people who have been like us before and have gotten to a higher height so that they can advise us as to how we can be able to get to our career objectives or our career goals so that we can be able to accomplish it in the near future. The point 6 also talks about giving good childhood training. Giving a good childhood training. And this goes to most of the times parents. Parents must be able to give their children a very good training at home, and when this is done, it will enable them also accomplish their aspirations in life and also try to overcome some of the challenges that they may face in accomplishing their aspirations in life. The second point and the last point I'll talk about is the provision or provision of sex education. Yes, this is very, very necessary and important, and I will throw more light on this by saying that this kind of sex education must be introduced in schools and other public places so that we will be able to know the dangers that is associated with early sex. I'm not talking about early sex, I'm talking about premarital sex. When sex education is introduced in our schools and other public gatherings and in the society, we will be able to get abreast of information as to how we can be able to abstain from premarital sex and then also stick to our books or our studies as has been stated clearly by our point number 2. I think there can be more to this as to how we can be able to overcome challenges that we face in accomplishing our aspirations in life. And all that I would say is that I'll urge you also to find more to what we are putting down in our notes. And as such, when you get the elaborated aspect of this point, you'll be able to learn more and then practice it. This is where we end for today's lesson, and hope to see you again in our next lesson. Have a nice day.